Welcome back to Meyer Sports of all sorts. Fall is here. The ice is down at U.S. Bank Arena. We're down with the Cyclones tonight. Please welcome number 16 in your program, the scrappy forward from Darien, Connecticut, Kevin Sullivan. Hello, Kevin.
How's it going?
And among the guests tonight, our sharpshooting guy from Glenview, Illinois, Phil Bushbacher. Phil, good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, you guys are off to a 1-1 start. I figured you'd be 2-0 right now, but then I didn't figure, you'd give up 7 straight like you did last night to Kalamazoo, but that's okay. We won't talk about that. Kevin, let's start with you. Give us an outline of this current Cyclones team, strengths, things you got to work on. I know it's early in the year, just a couple of games, but from this team right now, what are you seeing so far?
I think we got a skilled team, a lot of speed, and kind of got a mix of older guys and younger guys, a bunch of rookies, a lot of vets, and the vets are kind of helping us move into the pro world a little bit.
Which is what you're doing. You're making the transition.
Yeah.
Not easy or tough?
It's not really easy, but it's not really hard at the same time. It's a challenge, obviously, but we have great leadership. And
when you said one of the older guys, you pointed at Phil here.
Yeah. Phil's
been here like a year. It's not like he's like ancient.
Yeah,
Father time over here.
Yeah, Father time. You can never look back in your sport. You always got to look ahead, and you can't look back for long. But you were with this club last year when it went to the Kelly Cup Finals. You got a real taste of what the E is all about. What was key in this run last year, Phil, that got you to the finals? What was working well that you think needs to carry over to this season? What was it?
Oh, I think last year, obviously, we had a very skilled team, but a team that also worked hard and had a lot of character. And I think this year we have a lot of the same pieces. A lot of our top forwards are back, a lot of our decors back, and obviously our goaltender's back too. So I think we have a lot of the pieces here, and quite frankly, it's just execution on the ice and putting it all together at the right time.
Your goaltender, Rob Medora, as you guys like to say in hockey, he stood on his head in the Kelly Cup Finals. Having him back, I think, is probably as big a key as anything, right?
Yeah, Robbie's a type of goaltender, especially in this league, who can really steal a game. Last week in Toledo, he made 34 saves and a 4-1 win. And he's really special. He's a stellar goaltender, and he's definitely a game changer. 34.
What are you doing to the poor guy? He should.
I don't know. We should probably be a little nicer to him, buy him dinner or something.
Now you guys are all living in the same apartment complex. What's that like? I mean, you're not like all in the same apartment, but I mean, what is it like? Everybody's in the same complex. It's kind of like a hockey enclave, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit like college all over again, a little bit like a dorm room kind of thing. Kind of just everybody lives kind of almost next door or a couple doors down from another guy on the team. So
do you keep the place clean? I mean, it's not like like in college you might trash the place, but you would do that.
I think we're adults now. So
you think you're adults now?
We're a little more grown up, so we try to keep it clean. And there's other residents in there as well.
Right, so you got to be quiet at least. But it's kind of neat, I think, that they put you all together because it creates that team building environment. Right?
Oh yeah. And when you're with guys at the rink, you're with guys at home, and there's that camaraderie that really bleeds on over to the ice. When there's a tough game, you know that the guy next to you is going to go that extra mile for you, and you know the character of every guy in the room. So.
Right, and you got to get along at that point. It's like college. You got to get along to go along, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Both of you came up through amateur hockey in the United States, right? I mean, you all played. It's a tough sport to participate in. It's an expensive sport. Equipment's expensive, ice time's expensive. There's a lot of travel. It's not like basketball or football or baseball where you got a court or an arena or a ball field on every corner. Where do you both see amateur hockey going in the United States? Because, and it's obvious, it's pretty strong here in Cincinnati, but I mean, it's the lifeblood of this sport. Where's it going? Phil, I'll start with you in the United States. Where do you think it's going?
I think it's going in the right direction. USA Hockey's done a lot of great stuff to grow the game. They do a lot of cross-ice programs for the younger kids, so that kids get to touch the puck and shoot and score and do all the fun stuff that keeps people in the game. And even at the older levels where you have junior hockey, and now there's even more colleges that are starting to get involved. So more opportunities for American kids and Canadians, Europeans to come over and play the game. I think it's only going to help the sport.
College hockey, you came out of college hockey. You both did actually, but it is stronger now than it was even 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah, we're definitely getting more participation in that aspect from other nations as well, and kind of see other programs getting better in college hockey and more being made. So it's good to see.
In a fight, what you want to do is get the jersey over the guy's head, right? But that's tough now with some of the snap-on thing. You can't always do that. There's a guy that I used to know when I was in Washington D.C., Chris Simon. He was a fighter. I said, you always want to look in the other guy's eyes. He said, you never look in the other guy's eye. I said, why not? He says, because they can't hit you with the eyes, right? But neither one of you guys are fighters, I take it.
No.
You look like lovers.
He's tougher than me. So.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's the guy to ask. I think.
Really? Yeah.
Probably not, but I mean, I think Bush here.
Phil, thanks for coming in. Kevin, thanks for playing
having
along
us.
on Meyer Sports of all sorts tonight. We appreciate it. Good luck. Next game
thank
coming
you.
up on Friday in Iowa, right?
Yep, Quad Cities.
Quad Cities. All right. Coming up next on Meyer Sports of all sorts, something that defies description. Really? Wait till you see this. Back in a flash.